Alright guys, welcome to Performance Farms channel. I'm John Rodriguez. In today's video we're going to be talking ear pros, but before that guys, I really want to thank you guys for hitting the 1,000 sub mark. I really appreciate you guys watching all the content. It's not easy to make. I mean, I know I don't have the highest production value, but I just try to keep it real between me and you and a camera. So let's talk about ear pros for a second. I've used pretty much almost every ear pro out there, from the custom molded foamies that go in your ear to the orange foamy plastics, the Magpul ones. I've used them all. I've been shooting since I was 4 pretty much, but I've been competitive shooting for the last 6 years. In those last 6 years I've tried them all. Anything that comes out new I try, and most of the time I don't like it. So hearing pros for me has been one of the hardest things to find, but because I suffer from tinnitus or tinnitus, some people pronounce it different. Basically I have constant ringing in my right ear from shooting, from hearing loss. Based off of that, so let's go over some of the ear pros that I've used in the past, and then let's talk about the one that this video is going to be mostly about. So the first one I used was a Pelletor I bought off of Amazon for, I think it's like 80 bucks. That one, it was alright. That was the first one I initially used for the first couple of years. I just actually threw it out a couple days ago. The foamies had the inserts have gotten all cut out, and they were just garbage. They were just ruined at that point. The next pair that I bought was everybody knows the MSA Sordens. They're pretty good. They're known everywhere. You know, they have amplification, electronic earmuffs. They work well, or they used to work well, I thought. My biggest issue with these were that the the amplification was not loud enough for me personally. So I would put these on, and they have pretty good hearing protection. They're not as comfortable as the AKT1 Sports, but they work. So what used to happen was, it wasn't loud enough. I would shoot a stage, and then I would put these on the top of my head until I had to shoot another stage. And guys, you know, you're around gunfire all the time. May not feel loud, but it's still over 100 decibels, so you're gonna get some type of hearing loss regardless. So they were good. The battery is a pain in the butt. They also didn't have great battery life also as well. So from then, I believe SHOT Show, let's see, 2020 was this year, so SHOT Show 2019, I went to an event and started talking to this company, and mind you guys, I paid for these. So this is not any way, hey, buy it because I'm associated with this company. I paid for these. They did not ask me to do a review on them. As a matter of fact, I've had these for well over a year and I haven't done a review on them because I wanted to put them through their paces. And I wanted to make sure that if they break, I mean, they're a newer company, not a lot of people know them, so I wasn't gonna just put them out there and say, hey, they're the greatest thing, without really putting some time and effort behind these. So they are 25 NNR rated. The cool thing about them is the amplification, guys. For me, the amplification is, they say it's 6 times. I tell you, when I turn them on at full power. So right now, you know, kind of the same hearing. I can hear myself talk, and when I put these on, right, with it off, I feel like I have to elevate my voice to kind of hear myself. I don't really hear myself inside the muffs, but when I turn that amplification on, at like max power, my hearing is exactly the same. So it's awesome. So yeah, other than that, so these are pretty good. The amplification is amazing. Another thing that I like is the battery life, 400 hours with a 4-hour shut off time. I mean, it sucks when you're out of terrain for a few hours, for 4 hours or longer, and you're talking to someone and you've had them on the whole time, and basically they just shut off in mid-conversation. Hold on, and turn it back on. But other than that, it helps preserve the battery life. It has what they're claiming, 400 hours in battery life. And guys, last year I used these for media events, law enforcement demos. I've used them for personal range days. I've used them for testing here at the house for load development. I've used, these are my go-to, and I only swapped the batteries out one time, so they're great. I don't have any issues with them. The construction feels amazing. The foams, the way they fit, I like the inserts here, that they're nice and thick. They're almost about an inch thick, so they provide a lot of suction. They're kind of a leather or pleather feeling, where the other ones just straight up feel like vinyl. These have, I can see the grains and stuff. They don't get that stickiness when you put them away, and they kind of get and you fold them. They don't get that stickiness on them. That's another plus. What I also like is that when you have the magnification fully on, it's instant. Like if you hear a bang, it's instant. You're not gonna hear, and it lowers it automatically to 85 decibels, which is a safe level for you to have any issue. So guys, these are highly recommended. They're about 105 bucks on Amazon. You can find them directly from the company, or the company sells them on Amazon. But they're padded. They have a little bit of a screen mesh here that kind of lets it breathe. But yeah, guys, great. And honestly, guys, I abuse the shit out of these. Like, I put these like this. They were in a box in the back of my truck. They'll sit in the, I have the Ram boxes. They'll sit in there for weeks, and they'll sit inside the truck in the heat, and they work great. This year, I had a friend that works for, or does stuff with Howard Light, and they know I'm a black multicam connoisseur, and these are the black multicam Impact Sports. So these are not the greatest for me, and they could be the greatest for you. I have a very not tall head, so for this size, it doesn't really fit me well. As I put them on, like, I don't feel like they're compressing into my ears, and there's a little gap here on the bottom that basically doesn't sound like I'm wearing ear protection. So for these will not fit me perfectly. I mean, they might fit you guys well, but again, I highly recommend the AKT1s. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing much to do, pretty much to say about these. You know, they got little cutouts, they got the earphone jacks. I'll put all of the technical stuff in the description. This is just a little highlight video, so you guys can take a look at this company and know that I pretty much put my name behind them. I wish I had another pair. All right, guys, so that being said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful quarantine, and hopefully I'm trying to hit the range, guys. So hopefully soon we'll be able to hit the range with the 6.5 Garden Salsa project, and do some things. I'm thinking 130, 140. What do you guys think? Let me know in the description below. Thanks, guys.